Joe, you rush out of the castle, trying to keep a fast pace. But the half-dead bandit and the limping half-elf slow you down. The townspeople are looking at you like you're from another planet. A rushing guard, dragging an injured bandit, and one of the most famous speakers out of a castle that just blew up. After about 2 minutes, you spot a battalion of guards heading toward the castle.
Here, I say to the guards, half releasing and half shoving the bandit toward them, take this one to the barracks. He was their leader. I shake my head in disappointment, but he told us a lot about what to expect. We'll need to come back to question him and discuss his sentence. For now, I need 2 of you to come with us. There's an attack on the church.
The guards stop, looking confused. After a moment, one of them responds. Attack on the church? Guard Brandon, you're aware the castle just exploded, right? Our orders are to secure the castle area, apprehend anyone in the vicinity for more evidence, and stay put until further notice.
Come on, man, these guys are just basic thugs. Their attack on the castle is over. The leader said the main attack is on the church. Isn't that right?
Yes, the main attack, he coughs up some blood, clearly not in good shape, is on the church. I don't buy it. It could be a diversion.
Gentlemen, I know you want to do right by your people and your city. They need you today, I understand. What happened at the church was devastating. But please, work with us here. There's almost 36 of you. We just need 2 of you to help us at the church.
Obama, roll persuasion.
Shit. Even with my +6 modifier, I only rolled a 9.
The guard looks at you with suspicion. A guard is leaving an active crime scene when we're all supposed to secure the perimeter, and he's carrying one of the perpetrators out of the castle? You expect us to believe you? Even with the greatest speaker in the land by your side, that's a tough sell. You can thank him for being the reason why we don't arrest you. We'll take the bandit, though. 2 other guards grab the bandit from you, Joe, and start to walk away.
Once again, proving that I'm the most charismatic one here.
Well, that's a bummer. Obama, do you think we should head to the church if it's just the 2 of us? Who knows how many enemies could be there?
We should go, even if it's just to scout the area. If we see anything, we can report back. Lead the way.
You 2 make your way to the church, with Obama following behind. The air is filled with the murmur of gossip, but no one seems sure about what happened. An explosion at the castle, and now guards are flooding the streets? Gossip-worthy material, for sure. As you get closer to the church, however, the noise fades. It's in a quieter part of town, with crowds giving way to fewer people, and eventually, empty streets. In fact, it's eerily quiet, except for the soft breeze.
It's not usually this quiet here. Something's up. I slow my pace, moving deliberately to avoid making noise.
Ben, what can I see?
You see a couple of shops around an open area. The church's front is at the far end of this space, decorated with intricate stained glass windows and a large, ornately carved brass door. The paths are gravel or dirt, no cobblestone in sight. The shops have city flags and signs hanging above the doors. There are piles of boxes stacked too high in the main area. On one of these piles of boxes, you spot a figure dressed in pitch black leather armor. She's sitting with 3 of the church's men tied up near her feet. Her long black hair is in a bun, and she wears a mask that covers her face. You're behind her, so you haven't been noticed yet, but she's frequently scanning her surroundings.
Those must be the charity goods, I say.
Do you think they're planning to steal the boxes? Is this whole thing just a raid for supplies?
I don't think so. They've been making good progress with the caravans for that. No, you heard what the bandit said about how they believe the royalty is lying to us. With today's escalation, there's no doubt they're planning something very big. I frown with concern.
What could they be up to?
As you're talking, you notice the figure idly flicking her dagger around.
She's bored, I say, with a hint of excitement. See how she's repeating the same action? Someone must have assigned her to watch these 3 for a while. That's good for us.
I didn't know you were so sharp, Eskrit. That makes sense. Is it possible this group was here first and the church was just a diversion for all the guards?
Possible, but we should reserve speculation until we have more evidence. Wait a second. Ben, can I hide behind one of these piles of boxes or in one of these doorways?
Yes, definitely. If you crouch down, you'll be able to hide behind one of the piles. You could also press yourself flat in one of the doorways, but that would be trickier.
Okay. Brandon, I whisper. See that pile of boxes near that building? Do you think you could climb it and get on top of the building over there?
That one, I say, pointing. Sure, I can handle that. I'm pretty strong and they trained me to climb at the guardhouse. It'll be tricky with this armor though, and I'm in her line of sight. She'll probably spot me.
Ben, I'm using my mage hand cantrip to help Biden get his armor off. Nonsense, just be quick and quiet. Let's get that armor off so you're less noisy.
Are you sure about this? I'm quite exposed without it. I wasn't exactly the top of my class in training.
Trust me, you still have your shield, you'll be fine. I'm going to get her attention so you can make your move. When she's focused on me, you jump down and take her out. Got it?
All right, Ben, I'm taking off my armor.
Got it. You're out of her line of sight for now, so if you're careful, she shouldn't notice. With Obama's help and his mage hand, you managed to get your armor off in about 2 minutes.
Okay, now I'm heading over to that pile near the building and climbing it.
I'll need 2 rolls for that. First, stealth, then athletics.
Guys, this is like golf, right? Lower numbers are
Joe, we've used that joke already. What did you roll?
a 3 on stealth and a 10 on athletics. What's with these dice?
Typical sleepy Biden letting us down when we need it most. You two are going to get so wrecked by that bandit. See you in the next campaign.
Just you wait, Trump. We'll make it work.
Damn, Joe, you're really struggling. Fortunately, I can use bardic inspiration on you. Roll another d6 and add that to your stealth roll.
Got a 4, so a total of 7 on stealth.
Now roll another one for athletics.
3, so a total of 13 on athletics. Thanks, Obama.
With those rolls, the scene that unfolds is like something out of a comedy sketch. The figure sees you clearly, a half-clothed man with a sword and shield, scrambling up a pile of boxes and struggling to get on top. She looks away, rubs her eyes, and then looks back, trying to make sure what she just saw is real. Once she confirms she's not hallucinating, she takes a defensive stance, hand on her weapon, and starts moving toward you slowly.
Shit! She's spotted you! I yelled to Biden, trying to warn him.
The figure quickens her pace and starts sprinting toward Biden, who's climbing onto the roof.
Time for some quick thinking. While she's heading toward Biden, I'm going to sprint to the captives, using my mage hand again.
The figure grabs a grappling hook from her belt and launches it toward the roof.
As I reach the captives, I use my mage hand to help me in untying them.
The ninja climbs the grappling hook with ease and reaches the top of the building.
I'm gonna kick that bitch in the face, Ben.
What?
Oh, thanks to Obama's warning, when I got on the roof, I backed up so she couldn't see me. Once I saw the grappling hook, I prepared to give her a faceful of my Jordans.
Jordans? Joe, AI DND is not the right platform to appeal to black voters.
Both of you, quiet.
Okay. Roll for unarmed attack.
Hell yeah, that's a 19.
In her haste to get onto the roof and investigate, the possibility of an attack skips her mind somehow. Once she gets to the top of her grappling hook, you kick her in the face, dealing 2 damage. Because of your high roll, you kick with such force that she loses her grip. She falls 15 feet to the ground and takes an additional 5 bludgeoning damage.
Damn, Biden, that was epic. Ben, how many captives have I freed?
You've freed 1 so far and are working quickly on the second.
I'm keeping an eye on the fight with Biden. Seeing the ninja fall, I know he's doing well and not in immediate danger. I continue freeing the captives and say, we need help. They're planning an attack on the church and the guards won't assist us.
Planning? The clergyman interrupts. They took us completely by surprise about 20 minutes ago. The guards are all dead. The worshippers are all dead. Even some of those who serve the gods. He pauses. Everyone who didn't surrender was killed, whether they were a threat or not.
By the heavens, what can you tell me about the invaders?
Biden, now that your surprise round is over, please roll for initiative.
All right, Ben, I rolled a 4. Looks like that lucky kick was just a fluke.
Ha! It seems like you're not alone in the bad luck department. Even with a +3 modifier, the ninja only rolled a 5. First, she uses half her movement to get up from the fall. Then she takes out a throwing star and drips something from a vial onto it before hurling it at you. She rolls a 22 to hit, dealing 4 piercing damage and 1 poison damage for a total of 5 damage. Eyes locked on you with rage, she throws the star, and it cuts along your arm. The poison's uneven application means it barely wounds you but still stings. She then uses her remaining movement to sprint 15 feet away, heading straight for the castle.
Damn, that star really hurt, and now she's running away. What a coward. She's about to get a piece of my mind. Ben, I'm using my movement to jump off the roof and onto the ninja, aiming my shield to cushion the fall.
Holy shit. I don't see this ending well.
All right, you're falling from 20 feet. No way. Biden, did you somehow jinx my dice? The ninja, who's supposed to be the epitome of grace and dexterity, may I remind the audience, rolled a natural 1 on her dex save. Roll 2d6 for fall damage.
A 1 and a 2, Ben.
What is going on right now? In an unbelievable twist, you jump off the roof like a madman, using your shield and the ninja to break your fall. You take 1 fall damage, and the ninja takes 2, yelping in pain as she's knocked prone.
All right, now I'm attacking her with my longsword. Another 19, and that's a max one-handed damage of 9. Woo.
I don't even know what to say about this luck. Using the momentum from your leap, you drive your sword deep into the ninja. That one really hurts her. Barack, you freed all the captives. They told you there aren't many hostiles in the church, but they're deadly and well-trained.
We need to get to Brandon and help him. Let's go, I say, taking off toward the roof.
They don't follow and just stand there.
Damn it, I'm still rushing to help Biden.
Noted. Biden, it's the ninja's turn. She's going to try to push you off so she can get up. Make a contested strength check.
17 for me, Ben.
Finally. The ninja rolls a 19, so she manages to push you off and get up. She then pulls out a spherical object and throws it toward the church. It detonates, creating a large cloud of smoke that she runs into. Now that you're in the fight, Barack, please roll for initiative.
I got a 10.
All right, that puts you first in the initiative order, making it your turn now.
I'll hold my action until the ninja leaves the smoke.
I like that strategy. Biden, how do you respond to her entering the smoke?
I'm charging right into the smoke and swinging wildly, trying to hit the ninja.
No, Biden, don't. You're vulnerable in there.
Okay, roll for attack. Normally, it would be with disadvantage. But since the ninja is blinded by the smoke and has disadvantage on dodging, you can roll normally.
That's a 10, Ben.
Roll another d6, Biden. I'm using my bardic inspiration on you since you probably can't take a hit.
Got a 5, so a total of 15.
That hits. Roll for damage.
Wow. The old Joe Biden is on a hot streak. That's 9 damage again.
Sorry, but I don't believe this. Let me see those dice. Damn. I stand corrected. Sorry, Biden, I'm just frustrated because I'm rolling so poorly, and you guys are rolling so well. You're making my enemies look trivial. How do you want to do this?
As I enter the smoke, I hear Eskrit playing some notes on his flute. The music helps me focus, and I enter a zen-like state. I don't even open my eyes. I just feel everything working out. I wait for the right moment, then swing my sword with precision. The ninja's head comes clean off with a smooth slice, and her body collapses to the floor.
Biden, that was incredible.
Man, even I have to admit, that's one hell of a way to finish an enemy.
Beautifully done. Combat ends.
I take a moment to catch my breath, then head back to where we started to put my armor on.
Once that's done, I rush over to the freed clergyman. What the hell? We could have used your help. If my friend hadn't gone Super Saiyan, he might have died.
One of them responds, "We apologize, sir, but to enter the church, we swore an oath of pacifism. If any action would result in harm, we're not permitted to intervene at all."
Damn, that's unfortunate for our situation. I sigh. All right. While I may not agree with your position, I definitely respect it. I pause. Is there anything you could do for us? I would never ask you to break your oath, but surely there's something you can offer.
The 3 clergymen confer in hushed tones. After a few moments, one kneels, and another produces a small orb and a vial. My friend here has agreed to heal you of any wounds you may have suffered. I, personally, am giving you these. If it's just the 2 of you, you'll need them. Break the orb for divine protection and smash the vial to release a blinding light. He places them firmly into your hands, looking you in the eyes with urgency. You must win. If you fail, they'll know we helped and will come for us. By accepting these, you're putting all our lives in your hands.
I assure you we will not fail. Thank you. I walk over to the kneeling priest.
Great. He heals you. The 3 clergymen nod and then head back toward the castle, healing Joe on the way and leaving you with the items.
Now that that's settled, I walk back to Biden.
Did they say anything about what's inside?
Not as much as I'd like, but they mentioned there aren't many, though those who are there are deadly. They also gave us these 2 items. I show him the orb and vial before putting them in my pocket. One for protection and one to blind the enemy.
Excellent. Keep both on you. You need protection more than I do, and I'll be too occupied to use the vial.
All right.
Now help me put the rest of my armor on, and then we'll head to the church.
I help him get his armor on. Then, Ben, we make our way to the church.
Exciting. Let's switch to Trump.
Fucking finally. Ben, can we not do combat without me again? That was so boring. I would never disrespect you by sleeping, but I felt like Sleepy Biden over here and was tempted.
I'm sorry, Donald. I really am. I'll try to avoid splitting the party so much in the future. But if I'd interrupted to switch perspectives any earlier, it would have disrupted the flow for everyone, including Biden and Barack.
I get it, but please, let's not do that again. I'm so bored.
Okay. Anyway, Donald, you arrive at the mage quarters in Dualis after your act of heroism in the castle. The mage who escorted you greets you again, looking more at ease. Lord Dundeal, did you find everything all right?
Did I find everything all right? I respond sarcastically. If you consider ignorant guards, cramped streets, and an attack on the gala that I had to help with because your city guards can't hit anything, then yes, I found everything all right.
The mage winces at your words, bracing for a possible outburst. I'm truly sorry for all that, Lord Dundeal. If there's anything we can do to make it right, please let me know.
Yes, there is. Please get me back to my home. It's been a terrible day, and I need some time to unwind.
The mage seems about to speak, but holds back. As you wish. Follow me. He leads you back to the portrait this time, instead of away from it.
Once I reach the painting, I focus my energy on my arcane signet and direct it into the art.
Nothing happens.
Wait, what the hell? I try again, carefully following the steps I learned at the Magic Academy. Maybe the day's events have scrambled my brain.
With focused intent, you channel your energy into the painting. But again, nothing happens. It remains just a picture.
Damn it, I shout angrily and stomp my foot. This day couldn't get any worse. I glare at my magic guardian, fuming.
The mage recoils slightly at your outburst. I think it might be shut off.
Shut off? That's nonsense. That's never happened to me before.
The mage swallows nervously, clearly anxious. I've never seen a blink point fail before. It must be shut off. As he says this, you see him focusing energy into his arcane focus.
Easy now. My parents don't take kindly to strangers entering their lands.
I'm simply investigating the problem, my lord. The mage's energy sinks into the painting, and in an instant, he vanishes.
What the hell? I'm gonna try again. I saw someone do it right in front of me. Maybe it's weakened. This time I'll put extra energy into the focus, even if it's draining.
All right. You supercharge your arcane focus and pour all your energy into the painting of the Dragonlands castle. Despite your efforts, the magic is rejected. To add insult to injury, the other mage reappears in front of you. Donald, you'll have level 1 exhaustion for 30 minutes after exerting yourself like that.
That's a load of shit. And you know it, Ben.
Hey, my game, my rules. If you want to do something with extra effort, you're going to pay for it somehow. The mage looks at you and says, I don't know what to tell you. It works fine for me. I've never heard of it failing for specific people before.
Throwing my hands up in frustration, I sigh heavily. This day couldn't get any worse. I pause in silence, then ask, if I do end up stuck here, where can I find some decent accommodation?
Your guide ponders for a moment. It's been a while since I've been in town. Here in Dualis, us mages usually just stick around in the tower. But for someone of your status, he thinks again. Probably the Badger's Taint.
Ben, that's the wrong campaign, buddy.
You're right, sorry. Probably the Shining Shores Inn. But I'll warn you, it's quite small. And the owner is a bit of a curiosity. He almost chuckles.
Thanks. I hand him a silver piece. Don't let anyone tell you Magnus Dondeal isn't generous. Then I turn and leave.
The mage accepts the silver with a smile and thanks you, waving goodbye. Where are you heading, Donald?
I'm heading back to the castle to see what I can find about the attack, sticking around until it gets darker.
Okay. For the second time today, you make your way from the mage tower to the castle, now more impatient and without an escort. The townsfolk gawk as you pass. Your large, dragon-scaled form is unusual here, and they're less restrained in their curiosity now that you're unaccompanied. As you get closer to the castle, fewer people look at you favorably. They're starting to recognize you as the one who roared into the crowd. Some even accidentally bump into you as you walk by, though you know it's no accident.
Just another day in this shithole of a city. I don't let it get to me and keep heading straight for the castle.
When you get there, the area is mostly deserted. The few townsfolk left are being escorted away, and guards are everywhere. No one is getting through.
I'm going to walk up to the guards, making sure everyone sees my royal seal. Guards, I need to be let through.
A couple of them glance over at you, looking confused. One of them replies, "We're under direct orders not to let anyone through, sir."
I am Prince Zadhkiel of the Dragonlands. I demand to be let through.
The guard looks at the others, who shrug. They're clearly unsure of what to do or who you are. I'll repeat myself. We can't let you through. We've been instructed.
I'm going to shove them and try to force my way through, Ben. I've had enough of this nonsense today.
Haha. You're going to end up in jail at this rate, Donald.
All right. You ram into the nearest guard, aiming to catch him off balance. Roll a contested strength check.
Seriously? I rolled a 9.
Ha! The guard rolled a 10. You make a move when the guard isn't looking, but he recovers just in time. His armor helps him block your path again. "Whoa, easy," he shouts. "Help!" He calls for backup, and more guards rush in to restrain you. You're now grappled, Donald.
I'm going to let out a roar and try to break free.
This is the best entertainment I've had in years.
All right, another contested strength check, but with disadvantage since you're being held by multiple guards.
Even worse, I rolled a 4.
The guards rolled an 11. Despite your efforts, the guards hold firm. They start to cuff you. "We're taking you into custody for interfering with an active crime scene," one of the guards says. Then a figure rushes out of the castle. It's the battalion commander. What in the world was that noise? It was this Dragonborn, sir. He's known as Zadhkiel. The commander's face doesn't change. Clearly, he doesn't recognize your name.
This is a load of crap. Everyone everywhere should know me. I need to get into the castle. I respond. I was there during the attack, and House Zadhkiel needs information. I stare him down. If it weren't for me and the half-elf, more of your guards would be dead.
At your remark, the commander kicks you in the leg. "Don't threaten my men."
Threaten? I wasn't threatening. I'm just saying we fought off the bandits and...
Wait, did you mention a half-elf? At the gala? Are you talking about Eskrit Hopecaller?
Yeah, Eskrit. I pause for a second, an idea forming in my head. He's one of my best friends. We go way, way back. How do you think he ended up here? My family put in a good word with the leaders of the town, and they invited him. Man, if he knew what you were doing with his friend, I'm sure he wouldn't be happy. Wait until I tell him about this the next time I see him.
Even in a fantasy world, you use someone else's reputation for your own gain. You're a jackass, Trump.
Damn, Donald, that's quick thinking. You're sharp. Roll for deception, but subtract 1 because of your exhaustion.
Damn, I forgot about that. Fortunately, deception is one of my strong suits. I got a 12, Ben.
Nice. That's barely enough because of how famous Barack is around here. Your gamble pays off. The commander's face shifts from confident to fearful. He starts apologizing profusely. I'm so sorry. I had no idea you knew each other." He looks down, ashamed. "Please don't tell him about this. Eskrit is one of my favorite speakers." He turns to his guards. "Men, release him immediately. He's a friend of Eskrit Hopecaller." At the name, the guards gasp and chatter. They let go of you. The guard you tried to push past says, "He's still an asshole." But the commander overhears and smacks him. "Mind your manners," he snaps.
I face the commander and nod. Thank you. I'll make sure to mention how enjoyable my time with you was. Maybe he'll even visit you if you're lucky.
The commander grins. "Thank you, Lord."
Done deal?
Done deal. Yes, much appreciated. We still can't let you into the castle, but perhaps you should go see Eskrit.
Where did he go anyway? He always did have a nasty habit of running off.
I haven't seen him recently. I just arrived a few minutes ago. But some of my men mentioned they saw him heading towards the church. They wanted to assist him, but were ordered to provide security here.
All right, much appreciated, Captain.
Hook?
Seriously, Ben?
What? A dungeon master can't have a bit of fun? Don't roll your eyes at me.
Much appreciated, Captain Hook. I'll head to the church now.
The guards step aside, letting you pass after your impressive quick thinking. Some even bow and wave, now convinced you're truly a friend of the esteemed speaker.
Perfect. I always manage to get out of sticky situations.
Let's not forget they did put you in cuffs.
Yeah, you were one bad roll away from ending up in prison.
Oh, come on, you guys are exaggerating. There's no way Ben would actually lock us up. Right, Ben? Ben?
I can neither confirm nor deny that. I'll leave it up to our writer. All right, let's shift focus to Joe and Barack again. You're just outside the church.
Yep, we're heading inside. Stay close to me, I tell Barack. I'll be able to protect you better that way.
Great minds think alike. I was thinking the same thing. I pause, then add, I was really impressed with what you did back at the castle, blocking that arrow mid-flight. Not an easy feat.
Ah, thanks, but really it's just what we're trained for. I've done countless practice drills with blunted arrows. It's all about getting in the way to protect others. I'll be ready to do the same for you.
You push open the large brass doors of the church, and they creak slowly open. Inside, it's a mess. The windows are intact, but the smell of blood is overwhelming. Bodies are scattered everywhere, civilians and guards alike. Many are behind overturned pews with arrows in them. There are also 3 bodies in black leather armor. It's clear there was a brief but intense battle here.
Disgusting, I say, visibly repulsed. How could anyone do something like this?
I'll never understand it, but I'm not new to this kind of horror. A somber look crosses my face. When I was younger, there was an evil wizard near my village. He got bolder and more deranged with time and would terrorize civilians. He was always claiming the ends justified the means, said that because he was bringing everyone to a greater existence, he had the right to do whatever he wanted.
That's horrible. I grimace in disgust. It's always the worst kinds of people who think they're justified in their cruelty.
Yeah.
Ben, what do I see around me?
You notice a large pipe organ on the second level to your left, with a balcony underneath. A massive chandelier hangs from the vaulted ceiling. To your right is a circular area with a tabernacle inside, and next to that, a small room where the priests might retreat. About halfway down the church on your left is a hallway, but you can't see the end from here.
Can I spot anything unusual with the tabernacle or in the room that might give us clues about what happened?
Why don't you roll a perception check?
That's an 11.
You don't see anything out of the ordinary. It seems like whoever was here either fled or was killed.
Does this whole situation seem off to you? No guards, no bandits, no one came to help me or the woman I was fighting.
Definitely. Something's not right. Let's keep searching.
Ben, I'm going to lead the way for Obama.
I'll stay close in case of any trouble.
You two carefully explore the church, staying alert. Nothing seems out of the ordinary apart from the overturned pews and the bodies you saw earlier. But as you look down the hallway, you notice one of the doors is completely open.
All right, I'll approach it cautiously.
I'll follow right behind, staying within 5 feet of you.
As you get closer to the door, you start to hear faint noises, groaning, clanging, and some mumbling that you can't quite make out.
I'm going to approach the door.
The door leads to a dark basement. You can't see much from here. The sounds become a bit clearer, but still seem distant.
I cup my hands around my mouth facing the doorway and shout, "Hello, we're here to help."
Before he can do that, Ben, I see him gearing up to speak, and I cover his mouth. "You idiot," I whisper urgently. We don't know if that's an enemy or not. I think for a moment. "Brandon, I have an idea, but you need to stay back. Your armor will just make noise. I'm stealthy and can see in the dark. I'll go down there."
Are you sure? I'm your main line of defense.
"I'll be fine, I promise. If anything goes wrong, I'll run back up the stairs." "Ben, I'll start descending the stairs to check out the noise."
All right, roll a stealth check for me.
An 11. What's up with these dice today?
Joe must have used all the luck in his combat earlier.
You move cautiously down the wooden stairs. Soon, you spot a light in the distance. With your dark vision, you see you're in a large, rectangular room. It's quite empty. No furniture or windows. A large figure, nearly reaching the ceiling, is rummaging through things. Unfortunately, as you're about 2/3 of the way down, the stairs creak loudly. The figure continues searching, but calls out, "I remember her telling me you were all supposed to be stealthy. Why can I hear you coming?" He doesn't turn around.
Damn. I'm going to wait for a few seconds on the stairs, then continue down slowly and get a bit closer to see more.
All right, give me another stealth check.
Awesome. I rolled an 18 this time, Ben.
Great roll. You manage to reach the bottom of the stairs and get a closer look. The figure is wearing chainmail armor and has a sword at his belt. He has flowing brown hair peeking out from under his helmet.
Any idea if he might be friendly?
To find out for sure, you'll need to roll another stealth check to get even closer.
I'm going to pass on that, but I'm guessing he's not friendly, considering the situation. I'll head back up the stairs.
As you turn to go back up, The figure calls out again. Hey, subject, come here and give me a hand. How's everything up there? Have the guards found out yet? How are the hostages?
I'm going to quickly make my way back up the stairs to Joe.
All right, one more stealth check, please.
Got a 15.
You manage to get up the stairs quietly, but the noise from the basement stops.
Brandon, I whisper urgently. There's a guy down there searching through stuff. I don't think he's friendly.
Searching through things, that bandit mentioned something about looking for an artifact.
Yeah, it didn't look like he'd found it yet.
As you two discuss, you start to hear footsteps coming from the basement, getting closer.
Damn, he's on to us, but I've got an idea. I'm going to draw him out. When he comes up the stairs, stab him as he comes past you. Then before Barack can respond, I run back out into the main area of the church, making sure to be reckless, to make as much noise as possible.
Brandon, you idiot. We don't know how many are down there, I curse quietly. Okay, Ben, I'm going to stay crouched on the side of the door across from where Joe ran.
Joe, your armor makes tons of noise as you charge out into the main area. Fortunately, so does the figure in the basement. He quickens his pace, and you hear him coming up the stairs, his heavy footsteps creaking loudly. There are others in the castle, he calls out. Assist me! And that's where we'll end our session for today, due to the 11 Labs monthly character limit. Thanks for watching, everyone.